Hello everyone. This presentation is made by Professor Parag Punde from Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. In this presentation we are going to learn core concepts of total quality management. The scope of this presentation is all about TQM core concepts. There are total 4 concepts. 1. Customers. 2. Zero defects or right first time. 3. Customer focus. 4. Continuous improvement. Core concept number 1. Customers. Any organization has 2 types of customers. 1. External customers. And 2nd. Internal customers. Let's learn the difference between them. Understanding the customer. Customers are the prime focus of any organization. Customer satisfaction is achieved when their expectations are matched by what is offered to them by the organization. For any organization, there are 2 distinct types of customers. They are external customers and internal customers. External customer. An external customer can be defined as the one who purchases the product of the organization for end usage or for reselling or to use the product in his production process as raw material. External customers exist outside the organization and fall into 3 categories, namely, current customers, prospective customers, lost customers. All 3 categories of customers provide valuable information on quality improvement to the organization. Every employee in the organization must know how their job enhances the total satisfaction of the external customers. Internal customers. Internal customers are the employees of the organization. Top management has to keep the internal customers satisfied. Every person in the processes of the company is considered as an internal customer. Every function, whether it is housekeeper, food and beverage personnel or a chef in a hotel, is an internal customer. Satisfaction of internal customers ensures the satisfaction of external customers. Only if the internal customers are satisfied they will think about the satisfaction of the external customers. Core concept number 2. Zero defects. The principles of the methodology are fourfold. First fold. Quality is conformance to requirements. Every product or service has a requirement, a description of what the customer needs. When a particular product meets that requirement, it has achieved quality, provided that the requirement accurately describes what the enterprise and the customer actually need. Second fold. Defect prevention is preferable to quality inspection and correction. The second principle is based on the observation that it is nearly always less troublesome, more certain, and less expensive to prevent defects than to discover and correct them. It saves a lot of human power and cost of inspection and correction. Fold 3. Zero defects is the quality standard. The third is based on the normative nature of requirements. If a requirement expresses what is genuinely needed, then any unit that does not meet requirements will not satisfy the need and is no good. If units that do not meet requirements but actually do satisfy the need, then the requirement should be changed to reflect reality. Fold 4. Quality is measured in monetary terms, the price of nonconformance, PONC. The fourth principle is key to the methodology. Guru Crosby believes that every defect represents a cost, which is often hidden. These costs include inspection time, rework, wasted material and labor, lost revenue, and the cost of customer dissatisfaction. When properly identified and accounted for, the magnitude of these costs can be made apparent, which has 3 advantages. First, it provides a cost justification for steps to improve quality. Second, it provides a way to measure progress, which is essential to maintaining management commitment and to rewarding employees. Third, by making the goal measurable, actions can be made concrete and decisions can be made on the basis of relative return. Core concept number 3. Customer focus. The customer is the judge of quality. Understanding customer needs, both current and future, and keeping pace with changing markets requires effective strategies for listening to and learning from customers, measuring their satisfaction relative to competitors, and building relationships. Customer needs, particularly differences among key customer groups, must be linked closely to an organization's strategic planning, product design, process improvement, and workforce training activities. Satisfaction and dissatisfaction information are important because understanding them leads to the right improvements that can create satisfied customers who reward the company with loyalty, repeat business, and positive referrals. Creating satisfied customers includes prompt and effective response and solutions to their needs and desires, as well as building and maintaining good relationships. A business can achieve success only by understanding and fulfilling the needs of customers. From a total quality perspective, all strategic decisions a company makes are customer-driven. In other words, the company shows constant sensitivity to emerging customer and market requirements. This requires an awareness of developments in technology and rapid and flexible response to customer and market needs. Customer-driven firms measure the factors that drive customer satisfaction. A company close to its customer knows what the customer wants, how the customer uses its products, and anticipates the needs that the customer may not even be able to express. It also continually develops new techniques to obtain customer feedback. Customer opinion surveys and focus groups can help companies understand customer requirements and values. Some companies require their sales and marketing executives to meet with random group of key customers on a regular basis. Other companies bring customers and suppliers into internal product design and development meetings. A firm also must recognize that internal customers, the recipients of any work output, such as the next department in a manufacturing process or the order picker who receives instructions from an order entry clerk, are as important in assuring quality as are external customers who purchase the product. Failure to meet the needs of internal customers likely affect external customers. Employees must view themselves as customers of some employees and suppliers to others. Employees who view themselves as both customers of and suppliers to other employees understand how their work links to the final product. After all, the responsibility of any supplier is to understand and meet customer requirements in the most efficient and effective manner possible. Customer focus extends beyond the consumer and internal relationships, however. Society represents an important customer of business. A world-class company, by definition, is an exemplary corporate citizen. Business ethics, public health and safety measures, concern for the environment, and sharing quality-related information in the company business and geographic communities are required. In addition, company support, within reasonable limits of its resources, of national, industry, trade, and community activities and the sharing of non-proprietary quality-related information demonstrate far-reaching benefits. Dear all, before we move to our final concept, let's watch a small video of a boy who made a difference for the customers visiting a grocery shop where he used to work. This video teaches us anyone can delight our guests if they want to. Presenting in front of you Johnny the Bagger.
Ask yourself, is it possible that each of us provide customer delight to all the customers in each and every role that we play in the organization, which in turn helps us build and create a culture of customer centricity? Yes, it is possible, though it may seem difficult. Let me tell you a true story of Johnny the Bagger. I am sure you will be inspired by the story and understand how a mindset to offer delightful customer experience changed the culture of an entire organization. Johnny worked at a grocery store, where he filled the bags with the items bought by the customers after billing. He was 19 years old and had Down syndrome. He would often ask himself, what could I do to make my everyday job interesting and something special for my customers? After all, I'm just a bagger. Then he had an idea. He decided that every night when he came home from work, he would find a thought for the day for his next shift. It would be something positive. Some reminder of how good it was to be alive, or how much people matter, or how many gifts we are surrounded by. If he couldn't find one, he would make one up. Every night, his dad would help him enter the quote 6 times on a page on the computer. Then Johnny would print 50 pages. He would take out a pair of scissors and carefully cut 300 copies and sign every one. He carried the prints to the store the next day and put the stack of pages next to him while he worked. Every time he finished bagging someone's groceries, he would put his quote on top of the last bag. Then he would stop what he was doing, look the person straight in the eye and say, "I've put a message in your bag. I hope it helps you have a good day. Thanks for coming here." A month later, the store manager, while making the rounds, noticed that the line at Johnny's checkout was 3 times longer than anyone else's. It went all the way down to the end of the aisle. The manager got on the loudspeaker to get more checkout lines open, but he couldn't get any of the customers to move. They said, "That's okay, we'll wait. We want to be in Johnny's line." A woman came up to him and grabbed his hand, saying, "I used to shop in your store once a week. Now I come in every time I go by. I want to get Johnny's thought for the day." Johnny is doing more than filling bags with groceries. He is filling lives with hope. After a few months, a wonderful spirit of service spread in the entire store, and everyone started creating happy memories for their customers. All because Johnny chose to make a difference. See, if it can happen in a grocery store, it can happen anywhere, and if Johnny can do it, anybody can. Remember, we contribute towards our organization's growth, and we all have opportunities to make a difference. So, whose Johnny Bagger are you? Share your story with us.
I hope you have liked the video of Johnny the Bagger. Let's move ahead with our 4th and final core concept. Continuous improvement. PDCA cycle. Plan. Do. Check. Act cycle is an iterative 4-step management method used in business for the control and continued improvement of processes and products. It is also known as the Deming circle or plan. Do. Study. Act cycle. PDSA. Dear friends, this is the PDCA cycle and it is also called as Deming cycle. Here P stands for plan. D stands for do or implement. C stands for check. And A stands for act. Let's learn each step of PDCA cycle in detail. Plan. Establish the objectives and processes necessary to deliver results in accordance with the expected output, the target or goals. By establishing output expectations, the completeness and accuracy of the specification is also a part of the targeted improvement. When possible, start on a small scale to test possible effects. Do. Implement the plan, execute the process, make the product. Collect data for charting and analysis in the following check and act steps. Check or study. Study the actual results measured and collected in do step. And compare against the expected results. Those are targets or goals from the plan, and to ascertain any differences. Look for deviation in implementation from the plan, and also look for the appropriateness and completeness of the plan to enable the execution, that is, do. Charting data can make this much easier to see trends over several PDCA cycles, and in order to convert the collected data into information. Information is what you need for the next step. Act. Act. Request corrective actions on significant differences between actual and planned results. Analyze the differences to determine their root causes. Determine where to apply changes that will include improvement of the process or product. When a pass through these 4 steps does not result in the need to improve, the scope to which PDCA is applied may be refined to plan and improve with more detail in the next iteration of the cycle, or attention needs to be placed in a different stage of the process. Thank you very much for your attention. If you like the information presented in this presentation, please don't forget to like the video. Thank you once again.